what we get. We make a life by what we give. Steve was not a man unduly concerned with what he received in life. He never stopped giving. He made a life to be proud of. He was one whose coattails he wanted to be holding on to. Steve was an unassuming man. Unlike me, he had the innate ability to listen to what you had to say, and in return, he unconditionally offered gentle words of wisdom and advice. Steve was always there in my life. Regardless of the fact that we were separated by our different paths in life, he was and still remains my big brother.
I recall when I came to Enumclaw in 2004, I met with all members of the police department one-on-one. And I do remember talking with Steve. I remember that the one main topic of our conversation was the importance of the police department family. Well, Steve, as you look down on us today, we feel your smile. Well, your entire family is here.
My dogs over the years, we'd even come by, pick them up, and take them up to one of our favorite places east on 410 called Huckleberry Mountain. A lot of adventures up there with the dogs.
This is someone who not only possessed all of the required qualities we expect, but by his life, by his example, we measure ourselves. From this example, we found a deep, burning desire to be better, to strive harder. It is in this example that we find the true meaning of selflessness, of honor, of dedication, of compassion, and of courage. Knowing and working with Steve Robinson made me a better cop, it made me a better man, and it made me a better person, because of who he was and how he lived his life. Steve Robinson wasn't just a great cop, he was unique. But even more than that, he was our friend.
Many here today are privileged to wear the badge that identifies you as a police officer. That is probably the most recognized badge in the world, and like Steve, you wear it with pride. Enumclaw is privileged because our society is placed in your hands a sacred trust. Every day, Sergeant Robinson pinned his badge on his chest. He went out into the streets of our city. He kept us safe. When you cannot see me nor touch me, I'll be near. And if you listen to your heart, you will hear me soft and clear. And then, when you come this way alone, I will greet you with a smile and say, welcome home. Sam Free, signing off. 13:30 hours, 1/16/2011, end of watch.